Welcome back to my K-pop tarot channel. Today I'm going to be doing a friendship reading on Blackpink members Rose and Lisa. One of my subscribers recommended this video to me. So yeah, while watching this video, also keep in mind that this is all for entertainment purposes. I don't claim to know their personality or their friendship. I'm just telling what my cards are going to point to me. Also take my words with a grain of salt, as I'm just a tarot beginner reader. So yeah, without further ado, let's start. What does Blackpink member Lisa think of her fellow member Rose? What does Lisa think of Rose from Blackpink? Okay, here. Warrior and this card came out. What does Lisa think of Rose? What does Lisa think of Rose? What does Lisa think of Rose from Blackpink? One card only. What does Lisa think of Rose from Blackpink? Okay, this card. And from the other oracle, what does Lisa think of Rose? Okay, this card. Okay, so we got the card of Warrior, the Knight. From the Tarot I got the card of Six of Cups, and from the other oracle I got the card of Enthusiasm. Right off the bat, I think that Lisa views Rose as someone from her past, someone who she known for a long time, because the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, of the past, of you know, just in general long-term commitment to someone. With the card of Enthusiasm being right here, Lisa appreciates Rose's ability to communicate. She really has great times with Rose, at least in the past she had. I also think that Lisa finds Rose to be very talented, someone who is very pretty, who looks after themselves really well, who is very photogenic, like, you know, in the photo shoots or a place where looks are really important. Rose really shines for her facial expressions, for her ability to always look pretty, have this sort of like dreamy look to her. But also, when the Warrior card shows up, it talks about someone who has strength, skill, discipline, toughness of will, also is not afraid of self-sacrificing in order to conquer the ego. So from Lisa's perspective of Rose, she finds Rose to be someone who, at least in like, because the Warrior card for me, it always associated with like training pre-debut step. So I think that Lisa really admires Rose's ability to have strength in really tough situations, for her ability to have gone through so much, you know, hardships to become what she is right now. She is someone, at least from Lisa's perspective, who doesn't crumble under pressure that easily, but at the same time someone who is able to show off their emotions, how they feel, I think that at least from Lisa's perspective, she is someone who can keep their emotions really, like, not show their emotions when they need it, because I think that Lisa herself, she is a fire sign, so for her to explode, to show and say what she really thinks, it's really easily, so hence why she really admires other people who have their ability to not show their emotions, because sometimes showing emotions can both benefit you but also hurt you in the long process, because you might lose some sort of friends, some sort of connections due to your inability to stay calm under under pressure and so on. But as well as that, I think that Lisa finds Rosé to be someone with a bit selfish in a way, but also someone who has the loyalty, uh, someone who is loyal as her friend, someone who is also very romantic, uh, is very honorable. She some sort. I think that Lisa, at least from her side, she views Rosé as some sort of like royalty. Like, she associates Rosé to have, like, you know how royals like princes and princess and queens and kings have this like protocol, have this ethics, how they should act in public, they have those rules. And I think that Lisa also views Rosé as someone who follows the rules really well, some sort of very good looking. At times even, because both of these cards are right here, sometimes Lisa is very surprised on how Rosé could act like a bit fake in a way to attract connections, to attract people to become friends with, because the knight is right here. It talks about um, you know, sometimes pretending to be okay even when you're not, for you to gain some sort of uh, deal, some sort of recognition, some sort of something that you wish for. And Lisa sees that side in Rosé, but also she views Rosé as someone at times that could be a bit naive. I'm talking naive in terms of like romance, in terms of love. She falls in love really easily, but she is also someone who doesn't show those emotions really that often, and has great sense of intuition, I would say. But she views Rosé as someone who is her friend, who is very loyal, who will not gossip and or tell to the public the conversations, that deep conversations that they both have. She views Rosé as a long-term friend of hers, someone who she gone through with a lot in her career, in her life as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if they will have this friendship for a long time. Or she is really reminiscing of her past with Rosé. Maybe she misses those times where they could have way more uh, honest conversations with, or maybe just in general spend way more time with each other, because like this some sort of nostalgia of the past is showing from Lisa's side. What does Rosé from Blackpink think of Lisa? What does Rosé think of Lisa? What does What does Rosé think of Lisa? Lisa. Way too many cards, only one. What does Rosé think of Lisa? What does Rosé think of Lisa? Okay. And what does Rosé think of Lisa? What does Rosé think of Lisa from Blackpink? Both of these two are from Blackpink. Okay, this card. Let's see. We got the card of Alchemist and Damsel. These cards, at least from Rosé's perspective, she finds Lisa to be someone who is very smart, but as well as that, someone who is very popular in terms of her looks. She is very pretty. She has this some sort of unique perspective of Lisa, where she thinks that Lisa is someone who is very independent. Someone, I think that she reminisces of her, time where she spent and her time alone. She has her family far away from her, and she is very independent. She is also someone who looks after her health a lot. At least from Rosé's perspective, she really cares about what she eats, how she looks, the way she works out in order to look prettier, skinnier. She is someone who is very pretty from Rosé's perspective, someone who uses their looks to attract more recognition, more people, for more fans. She is also someone who is a go-getter, doesn't wait for rules to be set. She will create her own rules and she will follow those rules. I think that at times Rosé might see Lisa as someone who doesn't have enough responsibilities, or not doesn't have, but doesn't take enough responsibilities, is free soul, likes to do what they want. Someone who is action orientated and sometimes doesn't think of their actions, how they might hurt other people, and just live her life for herself, essentially. Also, with the Alchemist card, I think that Rosé values having Lisa in her team because she knows that Lisa is someone who is always ready to perfect her image, her talents. She always learning new stuff, how to improve, how to become better, because the Alchemist card talks about transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. She, from Rosé's perspective, Lisa is someone who can turn someone gold. She is someone who quickly learns from her mistakes. She values mistakes and turns them into life lessons. She is also someone who is not afraid to get their hands dirty in learning how to become perfect, quote unquote, how to become better idol. I wouldn't be surprised if Rosé really admires the way Lisa raps, Lisa dances, Lisa even writes maybe lyrics in a way. But she is also someone who, for Rosé, at times could be some sort of like, how do you walk without any rules? Do you do that? Why don't you follow the crowd, but you do things on your own and you make it work somehow? You don't follow. From Rose's perspective, Lisa is someone who doesn't follow orders that well, someone who doesn't take people's opinions that seriously. She has her own beliefs, Lisa does, and she follows them. And it's really tough for other people to change the way Lisa thinks, the way Lisa talks, the way Lisa acts. And from the other oracle, we got the card of egotism. It's a bit strange in my books. When we are talking about someone, someone in terms of personality, this card describes people who are most fulfilled using their energy in expensive and showy creative ways. So I think that from Rose's perspective, Lisa is someone who likes to spend her money in fashion related, like clothes, items, like accessories, shoes, something like that. She doesn't think of her money. She does what she wants in order for her to feel happy. Also, doing things on a big scale has appeal for Lisa, at least from Rose's perspective, more especially if an audience is involved. I think that for Rose, Lisa is someone who works really well for attention. She, in a way, like some sort of attention seeker, always wants to be in the center of attention. Also, this person, from Rose's perspective, Lisa sometimes could come off as someone who could take over and lead others, has a strong personality type, also 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 has the need of plenty of activity and appreciation. At least from Rose's perspective, Lisa is someone who always has to be praised for her talent, always has to feel great in order for her to show off her interpretorial abilities. Also, she is someone for Rose's ability for talent for coaching people. Also, very competitive type of person who likes to work with entertainment in a creative way. I think that Lisa for Rose is someone who at times could coach her, uh, be some sort of mentor for Rose, how to improve and so on. Move on to their current, past and future connection. What is the current friendship between Rose and Lisa? Okay, this card. What will be the future connection between Rose from Blackpink and Lisa? And finally, what was their connection like in the past? The cards just popped out today. Okay, what is the current connection between Lisa and Rose? We got the card of Two of Cups. They are really close. They are really great friends. Two of Cups is almost like a lover's card. Someone who is really close, who likes to share their secrets, have deep conversations with. Someone you know really, really well. Someone you know you can trust, you can always rely on. So yeah, they have really great time traveling together, getting to know each other more. but I also think that they view each other as sisters, as best friends, as work colleagues as well, but also really someone really, really close. What was their connection like in the past? We got the card of Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. In the past, I don't think they have that really deep of a connection, that deep of a friendship as they do now, because in the past there was so much competition, so much that you have to learn to perfect, to work on, that you simply don't have enough time. And also I think that some sort of like management team or maybe the company always put them against each other to see who is better, who is better under pressure, who is better idle in a way. I think that in the past it shows their connection as being really not trustworthy of each other, always viewing each other as a competition, not friends or anything like that, hating on each other even due to somehow work related stuff, because I'm better dancer, because you are better singer, something like that. But I think that this competition didn't come off as, mm, for them both, but I think that somehow they were forced to have this rivalry between each other. I think that in the past it talks about pre-debut stuff when they were learning to see who is going to become part of Blackpink. That's what I think the past shows of. As always, this constant need to win over one other, become better than other, something like that. And how will their connection be in the future? We got the card of Fool. I think that they will have a lot of fun together in the future. They will travel somewhere, but I also think that they won't have that. They will have each other for great times, but not for deep conversations, showing off emotions, but just in general to for uh, forgetting responsibilities, for forgetting your emotions, going out and drinking. I think that in the future, at least when Blackpink is over, I think that there might be some distance in terms of where they live. I wouldn't be surprised if both of them don't live in Korea, or at least one member lives in Korea, stays in Korea, and other moves out to other country to live. There's going to be some sort of like travel distance for them, but I think that they will meet each other again. They will have great times with partying, drinking, just having dancing, having great time with each other. Okay, guys, if you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe, like, and comment your suggestions in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe, like, and comment. And without further ado, goodbye.